Hey, what is up you guys? Today we're going to be playing some more Identity 5. I have got a long video for you guys today. We're going to be doing an hour-long gameplay uncut of CUEIST. I wanted to do this video this weekend because I not only like doing these hour-long videos, but also it's good to do them, especially with the newer characters. So that is what we're going to be doing today. If you end up liking this video, I would really appreciate if you could like and subscribe. I post 4 videos a week, currently daily, and I stream on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you do not want to miss it. With that all out of the way, let's get right into the games. Alrighty, here we are in Lakeside Village for this very first match. We're against a doctor, composer, journalist, and acrobat. I'm going to leave these matches as uncut as possible, and I'm going to try and explain as best I can what I'm doing. Might be tricky because this character requires a good deal of like locking in, to be completely honest, but I think I can probably manage to do something here. We get a good hit on the doctor immediately. This is a bit tricky because obviously it's a doctor and I'm first presence. I don't really have anything to stop her from healing other than my blink in 30 seconds, but that's pretty much it. I just have to run and break every pallet ever, pretty much. I will not get her with this first hit, but I will get her with this hit, which means I am, you know, first presence, and I can do some stuff here. Captured her. She might have flywheel. Yep, nice. All right, so I want to quickly a little bit of explaining on my actual build here for the Persona Web. I am not running Insolence. Insolence is common for CUEIST, but I do not run it, personally. I run, instead, Confined Space and Detention, and I have my reasons for it. If I'm running Insolence, it gives you a really good, like, sort of, what's the word? It gives you a really nice, like, sort of safety net for the early game, because if you're going on your first kite and you're struggling to get, you know, that down, having your cue ball is really helpful in chase. So that's why Insolence is good. I don't run it personally because, oh my goodness, that was bad. I don't run it personally because I also run Blink. So Blink is sort of my way to help my early kite if I really need to. So I don't run Inso personally. Because Detention gives you the safety net and end game that Inso will not give you, which I personally really like. So that's kind of why I do that. He might get hit with that. Nope. Alright, this game, honestly, quite frankly, not going the greatest. They already have the last 2 ciphers progressed. So I could do a few things here. I could either camp this out a little bit more, which I would advise against, or I can come over here, and this is what I'm absolutely going to do. So I need to do a little bit at least. I'm going to pressure that cipher. And I'm probably going to go back on this journal, or on this, this man's over here, honestly. Nice. Unfortunately, the only real way I can do anything here is if I focus someone. So we are going to, again, unfortunate, but, you know, kind of have to, desperate times, you know what I mean? I do know that journalist is here. Unfortunate. I'm just going to throw her further away, I think. This will give me enough time to jump on this. Jump here. Oh, that's unlucky though. But I do have detention. I can easily tie this if I go for journalist here. Someone might want to save this. We'll find out. I'm going to immediately go to the store because I know composer's going this direction. So obviously this is a good direction for me to go. And obviously there's people here. So we are going to go over here. Dr. Israel, she'll probably drop this. I'll blink over it and hit her. And I'm going to chair as soon as I can, and then pretty much run back in the direction the composer and journalist were, because they might be going to the other door now. If I can catch composer off, that would probably be my best option, simply because they are also last chair. But they're nearby. So I did jump off of my, okay, they're over there. I saw the, acro. Doctor's here. I think I might just go for her, honestly. Nice. Okay, chair her as soon as I can, and then we will, see if I can catch the acro off guard. I don't know if I'll be able to. They did play this pretty perfectly, in my opinion. Let's see if I can get over in time. I do. That's kind of huge. GG's. Nice. Alrighty, here we are in Sacred Heart Hospital for this match. We are against a cowboy and trenches professor and novelist, so might have a bit of an easier time. We shall see. Because I hear tinnitus, I'm not actually going to go on my track yet. We are chasing, I think this is Enchantress first. Thankfully, we have confined space, so looping here really is not as much of a struggle as it would be. She does get a stun, but I'm okay with that because I got a hit. Right now, I'm probably... I mean, I was gonna do this. Let's do this, just because someone's on that. Might as well anyways. Catch her off guard with this, potentially. Nice. Alright, so that is getting a little bit regressed as they're working on it, thankfully. What I can do now is I can kind of just stay around this cipher. I really don't want them to finish this one over there, that one right there, or that one way over there. Those are the ones I would prefer them not finish. Got less effort on Novelist. Let's see if we can catch Enchantress here as well. I believe... who is here? I don't know who this is. Is this Professor? I kind of want to just go for this Enchantress here, honestly. She'll drop this? Nice. Okay. If I can find where the Novelist went down, that would be huge. This Professor doesn't have any shields left. They kind of used them all to try and body block, which ended up flopping, but that's okay. I will not chase Enchantress here. But I think I will try and catch her with a ball. See if I could potentially do that. Alright, so I do have this set up pretty perfectly, in my opinion. They did just rescue Novelist immediately. You have a shield, gotta watch out for that. You might pop it now. Yep. There goes the shield. Drops this. What's nice is I have fast pallet break, so I can just kind of break those immediately. Force him into the ball. He might try and lasso over me, so I gotta be careful. Yeah. Did get a hit on him, though. We're gonna finalize that so we can jump to another line. He'll drop this, but we fast pallet break even faster because of inertia. Nice. Very good. We do see someone over there. I believe that's Professor running in for a save. Yep. Since I can, I might try and do this. Unlucky. Yeah. They got a nice, let's hope, shields. They did very good there. I'm not going to use any of my points here, honestly. I don't think I need to. Lovely. Professor's hit. Before I do anything here, I'd like to come over here and block off this. Oh, I'm lagging. Alright. What he should have done, honestly, is just take the ball there. There's kind of no reason for him to try and avoid the ball, because if you avoid the ball, chances are you're going to get hit. So he should have simply just taken the ball. But you see how here I've picked my ciphers that I'm trying to defend, and I'm defending them as hard as I can. With these zones. I'm also very much like, I'm not hard committing to one chase. Especially here, like, I really want to have as many people injured as possible, because that means more inertia stacks for me. So now that everyone's injured, if I get on a zone and then get off of it, this is 16 seconds of my buff. 16 entire seconds of like 18% speed boost, perma aura reading, and just like insane interaction speed. And it's still going. I still have this. This is really ridiculous if you can get it right. I am gonna leave her. Do this. Since this cowboy is here pressuring, there's no real reason for me to like try and get it. Oh my gosh, I'm lagging again, Mary. Okay, I'm gonna go for a pick here. Yeah, there's nothing I can do there. Nice, I managed to catch him though. Lovely. Insurance just does get up, that's fine though. As long as she doesn't run in for a stun, I should be okay. Which she is not. I am kind of running far away from the ciphers I want to defend, which I'm not enjoying. I hear someone on that though. We're gonna run for you, Deeves. Lovely. I can't place him anywhere, but he will end up just right here, so... Lovely. Nice double down. We'll just check Cowboy again, I think. Someone is nearby. It's Professor. I don't think you can stun that. Yeah, I'm too skinny, Mary. I'm too skinny. Yeah, CUEIST model is tiny and very, very deceiving. I think that's the greatest way to put it. I'm gonna leave them to instead pressure this cipher, because I want the cipher to be pressured a little bit. Man, I tried to deceive her with the range, but it did not work. Alright, we're not really gonna use anything here, because since this just kiting area in general is so dependent on windows at this point in the game, because there's not really that many pallets to use, especially if she drops this, I can just break it. So there's not really many pallets she can use in ruins. So her only real way to do anything is to use like an ability. Waited for the flywheel. I make this. No! I'm gonna use this as a point to jump to. My hope was that she would go to the window and be tricked. She drops this, I break it. Again, I still have this speed buff for a while, so I do make this. Very good. I think they did finish. No, they haven't finished that cipher yet. They're probably going to finish it pretty soon, though. So we're in a good spot. I'm not, you know, hard tunneling anyone, which, you know, you don't, like, always have to, but I don't like whenever I'm hard tunneling, in my opinion. It's kind of boring. I feel like I've given everyone an equal chance to be active in the match. And they haven't done bad. Certainly not. I do hear tinnitus. The downtime of this is kind of giving me a lot of opportunity to, like, get my stacks back. Which is good. Gonna throw that on there. Maybe he gets caught. Yeah, he's gonna get caught by the rebound. Careful, buddy. You wouldn't want to get caught by that, would you? Important thing to note is survivors can see the timer on, I'm gonna kind of trick him here. Man. I was hoping he would just automatically jump to that and vault the window, but unfortunately no. Nice. Lovely. I think they're on that far cipher. I don't know where dungeon is at this point in the game, unfortunately, so this novelist has a very high chance of escaping. But to be fair, I do have contact point charges, and if they finish this anyways, which I think they might be running for a save. At least that's what it feels like to me. I feel like dungeons right here. Oh, they started. GG's. Alrighty, here we are on Chinatown for this match. We are against a seer, mercenary, novelist, and knight. Chinatown is a fairly good map on him. I know there's like lineups that you can do with, you know, being able to cover multiple ciphers at once. I'm not entirely sure the exact like placement of it, if I'm honest. I'm pretty sure you can cover both of those with one zone. But the thing to remember with your zones and affecting ciphers is it can only affect one per like thing. We're gonna use that. Okay, they did anticipate ability, and then they anticipated. All right, this is not a bad night for sure. They did use up all of their pallets without getting a stun on me, so I'm pretty confident I can get some sort of hit here. Nice. Important thing to note if you're going against a knight is if you attack before they predict an attack, like for example if you charge attack and then they predict, it does not cancel anything. So just a nice nifty little important thing to take into consideration. I do see someone over on this cipher, so what I'm first gonna do is section it off and then run to where they're going, which is likely to the save. I believe this is seer, if I'm looking correctly. No, this one would be novelist. Nice. I knew they were gonna try and pallet stun me there, so I wanted to try and get out of the way as soon as I could. Alright, I wanted to blink earlier to try and get a TS, but unfortunately I could not. We're going to use a ball here. Hopefully I catch him off guard. Nope. Unfortunate. Alright, so this person is definitely not unconfident in their kite. I think they're going to vault this though. No. I'm kind of using this just as a point in general. Now I'm forcing them to another loop. Okay, this is tricky though, because they have like a really good... Wow, and they have coordination, Mary. One thing I have to be wary about, this is what I'm going to do. Nice. I didn't want to place them because they could have easily used their... I'm pretty sure they had their... what's it called? Their book up, and I really didn't want them to use their book to escape. So I didn't actually place them down. I let the timer run out so that I, number one, was closer to them, and number two, they had less of a reaction time window. So very good. Alright, so I am going to section off this cipher. This is where Seer is. We're going to come over here. Nice. I'm going to kind of do the same thing here. Just because, why not? I might as well. And I am not going to go back to... Oh my gosh, Mary. I suck. I'm not going to go back to the save. Because why would I at this point? Nice. They might have flywheel. Careful. No flywheel. Nice. All right. Mercenary has no tide, which is good. I believe Knight is on that cipher. I really, that's one of the ones I really don't want them to finish. Come on, Mary. Oh, I messed that up real bad. You don't have any more helmets. This is good. I'm just going to use that mainly for the speed boosts. Okay, that kind of sucks. I might just go for Seer again here. Since they're going to run out of their shield. Drops this. No, I'm going to blink it. Okay. Alright, so from here, Knight is 25. Okay, wow. They actually have a really insane cipher spread. I'm going to do something potentially risky. I like really don't want you to finish this, Diva. I'm sorry. Okay. Holy cow, wow. They're gonna absolutely tie this game. I don't think there's a single world where I managed to, like, change the outcome of this match at this point. They've cooked me here. And Merc is probably gonna use an armbands. Nope. But yeah, they've absolutely cooked. They've cooked me here. I think my best bet is to run back to this cipher where they're trying to decode it and pressure it as much as I can. I don't know if I can do anything here though, if I'm being honest. Nice. Alright, so I timed it perfectly. They couldn't, what they should have done, they should have just popped it there, honestly. Now they've given me 2 free downs. I should capitalize off of at least one of these, pick someone up. But what's going to happen here is that's going to go down one more time. Realistically, what I should do here is I should throw that on the, cipher so he can't decode and prep it and just chair this. I'm just gonna grab hits here. There's no reason for me to not, like, just grab the hits in this instance. Nice. I can 3k here. They've given me, like, a crazy win. What I'll do is I'll chair here, and I'm pretty certain Novelist is going to be this side. Yep. Important thing to note, I have Blink here. So what he's going to do, he's going to do that, run in. I'm going to throw this on there so he can't save. Lovely job. And nice. Wow, that was a really, really strong endgame, dude. Holy cow. Alrighty, here we are in Ever Sleeping Town for this next match. We are against a Embalmer, Enchantress, Acrobat, and a Barmaid. I'm also not going to use my contact points here because typically someone will spawn mid-map, so I don't really feel like I need to. Maybe I can get a hit here. She stuns. This is actually really good that she stunned early, in my opinion. Close. Again, CUEIST is just too skinny though. At this point, I am going to use my my contact points here for a few reasons. Number one, obviously, I can capitalize off of, you know, the extra speed boost that I get with inertia. Because with the injure, obviously, your inertia lasts a bit longer. But also, it lets me catch up to her after I've gotten the hit. So that's very good. What I'm going to do here, I think I'm going to... Let's see. There are a few ciphers I can go on right now. I can go on that one, or that far one. I think I want to stop this one. And we'll chase the Barmaid here. She drinks the speed. I'm okay with this. And flywheels. She really does not want to get hit. Okay. We're going to jump. Important thing to note, I have Blink here, which I'm going to use because I don't want her to heal. So we're just going to blink. Very easy. Someone is nearby. I think they're just... I'm locked onto this cipher over here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go along this. And make that into a zone. Oh man. Do you get hit by that? Nah. Alright, I unfortunately did not capture the Echo. But I did still manage to, you know, I managed to get someone. Here what I'm going to do is I'm going to anticipate that this might be Enchantress, since this is near where she was saved. Yes. What I could do is I could leave her alone and instead go for who's likely saving, the Embalmer. But I kind of want to just... I want to add more pressure onto the already injured survivors. So I think that's what I'll do. She gets caught. We're going to place her down. Watch for a flywheel. I hit this. Lovely. Okay, so we can tell someone's still on that. I'm going to assume it's Acrobat because that's the cipher they were on. Barmaid might be on the further one over there. Alright, so what I'm going to do... I don't think this will scan another time, but I want to... What I might do is I might just, like, force this person off of it. Yeah, I'll force them off of it and then do that again. Embalmer's going in for a save, so I might actually leave them alone and go around for the save. Oh, Barmaid went in for it, actually. I thought Embalmer would have. Alright, this is a very free hit for me here. Let's keep an eye on if she's going to drink. Nice flywheel. We do get her down here, though. Alright, so let's look at our ciphers here. They're a bit spread out. I should save my contact points so that I can put them on favorable ciphers now. No one's on this one. No one's on that one. Someone might go on that one later. No one's on that one. This one does have progress, so I'll just set contact points up there. Might as well. Someone's saved. I might go for a cheeky little channel. Cheeky channel. Hit the Embalmer as well, because I get the boost from inertia. And at this point, I want to look at ciphers again. I don't think anyone's on anything, because Enchantress and Acrobat look to be healing. And they're right here healing, actually. This is a really good alleyway. I did mess that up, though. Nice. I kind of wanted to force her to use the pallet, so I did end up, I ended up doing what I wanted to do there. Nice flywheel, though. She probably should have just dropped the pallet. Because I'm, again, just looking for injures here so I can boost my inertia more, I am going to leave them alone. And I'm going to wait. Oh, man. I went to the wrong side. I did not think they were going to drop that quickly. Okay, what I can do here, though, is I can place down a contact point. Zoom over here. I don't think they can make it to anything nice. They might drop this, but if they do, I can just break it. I have enough of my boost. And now what I can do is I can potentially use this to capture you. Nope. So I did force them away from that loop, which is really good. Force them away using my cue ball. Acrobat might be going into a coffin here. We shall see. So they're on 2 ciphers. I think they should use a coffin here since neither of them can really save super safely. Nice. And I managed to regress the cipher in time, so that's very, very good. This is a cipher now that I really need to focus on. Or else they might, Hi, Dieves. What's up? That's unfortunate for you. Yeah, obviously I don't want them to... Oh man, I didn't drop in time. Oh, she didn't use the big stun though. Why didn't she do that? She should have big stunned. You should be big stunning, girl. Like, what's going on? Okay, guys. I don't know what we're doing here. Oh man, I messed up that timing so much. This is a pretty much a done deal game, honestly, at this point. Embalmer could absolutely get out of this match, though, if they just book it to dungeon right now. They totally can. Which I'm not sure if they're over here. Mary, what are we doing? Mary, what are we doing? Diva. Surely you have it on... Why don't you have it on the... What's going on? And you don't have a shield either. Diva. This is not the play. I can guarantee you I have detention. Okay. Okay. This was a strange match. I'm gonna let them have it, I think. GG's. Alrighty, here we are on Chinatown for this match. We are against a female dancer, cowboy priestess, and fire lady. This might be a bit tricky. Might be a bit tricky. Especially given priestess. Just in general, a bit of a difficult kite. I'm expecting they'll just run all the way around, probably up and then drop the pallet on me. Probably early if this is priestess here. This is probably not a kite I want to take right away, if I'm honest. I also really don't want to use my I don't want to use my contact points yet because I would prefer using them later. Oh, this is huge. Oh my gosh. That's actually really, really good. I wanted to wait just in case I needed to catch up with her after I got my first hit. Obviously, I didn't really need to catch up with her at all. We are going to chair here. I can see, obviously, that female dancer's box is over here. Given how I don't see the cipher shaking, I don't actually think she's on it at all. Which was kind of a clear indicator that she's probably just saving. Which she was. This is an instance where I feel like I should just kind of go for the easier kites here. And currently, because female dancer is full HP, the easier kite is not her. Although I think she might be lagging. Oh wow, they got up really quick. Alright, well, I'll just take hits so I can stack up inertia, I guess. I also would like to know where they went. They could have only gone 2 directions. It's either they're healing this side or they're healing up here. Which they were healing way over here. Yeah, this is going to be a tricky game, I think. Whether or not... Look at these contact points. Just 2 singular contact points. Whether or not I make it tricky for myself is kind of the question. They are up there, as I expected. Someone else is here too. I don't know where, though. Nice, that's really big. Okay, so we will absolutely be taking this chair. I'm in a situation where as long as I just use my contact points pretty much purely for map pressure, I should be in a fair spot. Like, this shouldn't realistically be crazy difficult. Like, here, I'm immediately going to close off this cipher. Maybe I'll also use a cue ball here. Try and catch this person off guard. Nice, I managed to hit them. Oh, they almost got caught, dude. That's crazy. I want to look at my ciphers again here. Okay, I believe Fair Lady is on this far one. This far one, I'm personally okay with losing. I don't want to lose any cipher here, if I'm honest. But if there's any of them I'm okay with losing, it's this one. Nice. I did not think they were going to be able to hit that, if I'm honest. Perfectly timed flywheel. Unfortunately, I feel like they should have just kept running to somewhere. Because I definitely hit you here. I really need to be careful, though, because I don't want to split my attention too much. I really want to focus on defending ciphers and playing the long game this match. So we're going to chair kind of, you know, close to here. Wall that off, and then do the same with this cipher over here. Run back over here. Actually, I think I'm just going to stick on this. Nice. Does not expect the speed. Lovely. Alright, so from here, pretty much all my ciphers are affected. I need to be careful for Cowboy potentially saving pretty much all the time. I can tell they are on this one, though. Someone might be going in for a save, but I would rather defend this cipher. That's really crazy, actually. I did not expect you to be able to do that. You should have just picked it. Drop the pallet, rather. Again, I really just want to play the long game here. Fair Lady's back on this. This is a really good kite for me to take, especially since she's injured. Oh wow, she just kept running this side. I fully expected her to not do that, I guess. Lovely. Alright, so at this point, my ciphers are, they're getting too much progress, for sure. So let's chair you and immediately run to that one in there. Try and stop it. Again, I don't care if they get this save. I want to put my entire focus on ciphers and stopping them from being finished. Nice, I did in fact pick her. I'm gonna go for this because I'm pretty sure this is a vulnerable kite for her. And I'm not really worried about ciphers being completed. Another important thing to remember, I still only have 2 ciphers left. It's not like these ciphers are last cipher, immediately close to done. It's just I'm kind of playing really, really safe here. Because obviously I don't want them to be finished, right? It's kind of the whole point of the game, I fear. If I wanted to... Okay, that's unfortunate. I didn't even think that one was being progressed, if I'm honest. If I wanted to play it safe, I could absolutely, like, just... She's still here. She ran back this way. Good bait. Oh man, that's so unlucky. I didn't know she was healed. I kind of have to not look at her. I have to run back over here immediately again. Okay. let's split my attention. Nice. I really need to get someone out of the game at this point. Like, fully out. I mean, this is probably the best possible direction you could have gone in my favor. Okay, this kind of sucks, but... it's not primed, right? Nah, not at all. Alright, so I do get someone out here. I can just... I feel like I might just go for this cowboy. The safe option would have been... okay, wait, hold on, I can do something here. Trust. Lovely. I can totally 3K, I think. Prime words, I think. If I... no, I don't. Unlucky. We do tie though. GG's. Alrighty, here we are in Leo's memory for this match. We are against a mechanic, thief, doctor, and prisoner. Yay, thief! My favorite character in the game. I'm gonna immediately, since I feel like I'm very far from people, I'm gonna immediately use my contact points this time. I think someone's mid-map. I know someone's over here though, obviously. If I'm lucky, this is somehow prisoner, but if I'm unlucky, which I probably am, it's probably thief. Yeah, I mean, like, sometimes you can just tell, you know? Like, you can smell the aura radiating off of, you know, like the stench of this man. He's disgusting, and I hate him. But thankfully, I actually kind of play really well into Thief as CUEIST. Because my speed boost, I won't suffer from, you know, him being able to flashlight me at full speed, which I will never get over. I really, really won't ever. NetEase, why do we let flashlights work this way? Yeah, not letting me do that. I'm sorry. I'm getting you out of this match as soon as I can, because I don't like Thief. I'm sorry to creature enjoyers. But let's be real, if you're a creature enjoyer, why? Okay? Asking the important questions. So, messing up that cipher. Someone is here. It's mechanic. I got lucky. You don't make this. Sorry, Deeves. Sorry, Deeves. My, like, distaste towards creatures is too strong. Okay, so I believe prisoner is here behind this. No. You're there. Okay, I'm okay with this, honestly. Thankfully, I'm looking away from anywhere, so he can't stun me. Sorry, I just really hate Thief. What I'm gonna do here... Chair Doctor. And I'm gonna be honest. As much as I hate Thief, I don't want to tunnel, so I'm not going to tunnel. I'm instead gonna run to this prisoner. I managed to hit him there. Honestly, if I'm being real, I don't know how I did. Wow, I'm like kind of pressing every wrong button I could possibly press. This mechanic bot is struggling, dude. Likely what I think is going to happen, Doctor, again, just obviously going to heal herself. It's Doctor, and she'll run in for a save. Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm literally button mashing. Stuns me, nice. That was actually really strong. Okay, there we go. Doctor healing yet again. Raise your hand if you're surprised. If she just goes for the save again, I'm okay with farming this prisoner. I'm gonna be honest. Flywheel? No flywheel. The one person I haven't captured yet and you know, done anything to yet is Mechanic. I think Thief is way on that cipher. I'm pretty sure they're just paranoid, so they've completely decided I'm not going to play the game. Actually, holy cow, when did one cipher happen? When did that happen, dude? When did this happen, Mary? Are we serious? And why is Mechanic not doing anything? I mean, I'm totally okay with getting a double down here. A tie is probably the best I can get in this situation. I know Thief is dead, so... yeah, it's honestly probably just gonna be this, tie. Unless, for some reason... This is something I haven't been able to actually fully try yet, and I'm really interested if I can here. There's a trick where if you do this... Can I kidnap anyone? I don't believe I can. I'm gonna wait here because the mechanic bot is obviously gonna try and save. GG's. Alrighty, here we are in Chinatown for this match. This will probably be our last one. We're against a psychologist, embalmer, mercenary, and postman. Let's see. I'm kind of gonna wait here. I think I want to wait until I see which cipher is jiggling. I think it's this one. Yeah. Alright, so we are chasing mercenary first. Immediately used an armband. Very, very lovely for me. I'm assuming they're gonna vault the window. Yes. I always expect them to, like, do exactly what exactly what they don't do. Nice. Not only did I get the hit on them, but I also canceled their, armband. So that was quite lovely. Quite lovely. I might section off this cipher here. I think Embalmer is gonna save. If I had to guess. So I'm pretty sure that's who I saw over here. Maybe not. I'm going to use a stationary ball to defend this pallet. Nice. Lovely. I placed the stationary ball, obviously, to block off the pallet, but when I got the hit, I knew I was confident in moving it, because number one, they wouldn't have expected it. Because they were like, okay, this guy, he's gonna use the ball to block off this pallet and stop me from using it. Chill. I'll just not use the pallet. But me moving it, you know, just kind of, it's what they don't expect in the moment. So it lets me very safely, you know, lets me very safely do stuff. Get the hit on Mercenary, and then I'm probably going to also get the hit on Embalmer. They're both going to get downed. I think I'm going to keep an eye on the Mercenary just to see where they're going, but I am going to prioritize this Embalmer. Best case scenario is I manage to get their coffin out of the way as soon as I can. Watch out for a dog. This is huge. I can get a free hit on you. I'm gonna run back over here. I know obviously Bomber is still here, but I'm pretty sure Mercenary would have just gone down pretty much in the corner. Yeah. Lovely. Careful for an armband or a flywheel. Neither. Neither happens. Goes to a corner, but, like, let's be real. What corner are you gonna go to, Mary? Also, if they use a coffin here, I know where the coffin is. Unless they just moved it. Yeah, they just now moved it. I should probably be doing more defending of ciphers right now, but honestly, I am having too much fun just, you know, going around catching divas. Lovely. Okay, so you are dead. I'm just gonna break this. Just gonna break it. Someone is kind of nearby. I'm pretty sure this is Merc's last cipher, though. Or last chair. I should say. Yep. This is really what I should be doing, Mary. I should just be trying to get people out, but I'm too, like... I'm too baby. I really don't want to just camp people and tunnel people. I find it very unfun. But, you know, sometimes I guess you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Where did she go? Oh, she went over here. Lovely. I don't understand why people aren't, like, sidestepping that. That was very weird. If she sidestepped it, I wouldn't have been able to do anything, really. I'm gonna put her basement, I think. Safest bet currently. Lovely. They're obviously trying to get ciphers done as soon as possible. One of them is gonna save. I'm gonna do something weird. What? Nice. I blinked past the dog. Past the dog. Okay, so they finished a cipher over here, I'm pretty sure. GG's.